What's up guys, Scott here with Wandering the Wilderness, and I'm going to do something never done before, so we'll see how it goes. I have a PSA Dagger, full size, and function and everything really good on that, but my biggest complaint is the grip. So one of the things that I thought I'd do, retexture, reshape the grip. Never done it. Watch some other people do it. Pretty sure I can. So how hard can it be, right? Hopefully I don't screw it up. But I did take off the lower frame here from my PSA Dagger. Just removed the slide. No big deal. Obviously in my shop. So what am I going to be using? So I'm going to be just using my Dremel. And right now I just have the 120 grinding paper on there. And I have a whole kit of Dremel, this, that, and the other, but I also have carbide burrs, all right, in a variety of different shapes, little grinding wheels, all that good stuff. So, first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and kind of remove all of that texturing and reshape this, and I'm gonna remove that also. I know PSA, you guys do tend to listen to some of us here on YouTube and do take what we say and the advice that we give and put it into some of your designs. And so I think the Dagger would, for me, be next level if the redesigned the lower frame. Just the grip. By the time I threw, I dump 2 magazines, wrist is hurting. Everything functions and runs great. Awesome budget, Glock Clone. But I don't like the shape of this thing at all. That's the main reason I tend to prefer my Canic over my Dagger. And that's how it feels in my hand. If it's not comfortable, you're not going to shoot it well. So I'm going to take a second and mess around. Let's see what I can get into. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I don't screw it up. All right. Obviously, for those who are safety concerned type folks, you may want to put your dust mask and your eye protection on. I am going with the dust mask. Yeah, so let's get into it. Hopefully my voice isn't too muffled. I'm actually just going to be working right here on my lap on my work apron. Same one I use for blacksmithing. So I'm just going to be turning it down to like a 1 and do some reworking. Alright guys, this is what we have so far. Just kind of removed all that. Removed basically all of the texturing that they had. Reshaped that back in. And now I'm going to go over everything with some 100 grit sandpaper. Just when you're doing this, kind of keep that setting a little low on your Dremel, because the higher setting, because this is plastic, you're going to create more melting than you are actually going to be removing material. Sorry. So keep it on that lower setting, and also watch your thicknesses. All right, don't go too crazy. So I'm going to clean all of this up with the hand sanding, and then I will start kind of getting an idea of how I want to shape and texture this for myself and the maximum comfort. Alright guys, I wanted to show you what I have so far. So I have taken a significant amount of material off, and I end up using my burr, but I'm not going to recommend that for everybody because it does take off some material. And right here and right here, the 2 ridges on the lower section was very thin for whatever reason. So much so that I got it real thin, even with just the grinder, the sandpaper. And so I just built that up right here with some JB Weld and hardener down at the bottom. And I'm going to let that sit overnight. It didn't affect magazine load or anything like that. It's just thin right there. So I built that up and thickened it. And then I'm going to work on sanding that down and shaping it. But it already feels far better in my hand. I mean, you can see the significant difference in that back swell and how steep it was. And removing that front piece. I also increased that little bit right there. Feels better in the hand. It's already huge improvement for me. Huge improvement already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this lower section where I thickened it up there with the JB Weld, I'm going to let that dry and overnight. And then I will pick back up on this process tomorrow, and we will finish retexturing and reshaping the lower frame pistol grip on this PSA Dagger. Update on where I am with retexturing and reshaping this frame grip, pistol grip on this PSA Dagger. Alright, so when I was sanding off the initial texturing and just getting below this already cut line, right here in the corner on both sides was thin. And even after just getting off that initial texturing, I got to where I could tell how thin it was, and I didn't like that. So again, first time doing this. So what I did was I just built it back up with some JB Weld in those areas, sanded that all back down. So now I have basically I did some shaping underneath right here for the trigger and rounded this off so it's much smoother. I also rounded off the edges on the back side of the magazine release and on the side of the magazine release. I kind of took all of this down to where it was a little lower than that initial grind or cut that they made for the outline of the texturing. I also rounded this off and took a little off on that backside. I done away with that rear swell and that little point right there that goes right between your fingers. So far it is greatly more improved and comfortable in my hand. So what I have done now is I have drawn and outlined where I am going to do my new line, and then I'm going to start doing the texturing. What I believe I'm going to use for this is I am going to use one of my burrs that I have, but it is I'm grabbing it right here. It is a burr that has a kind of like a sharp point tip, and I'm basically going to redraw that outline, and then I will add in my texturing. I didn't get crazy with the sanding right in here. No need to. I'm getting ready to retexture it. I will clean this up to give it a better look, and then I'm probably just going to do like a flat black repaint the lower kind of thing. So that's my thoughts at the moment. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I will keep you posted as I get into it. So far, the things that I have used is I used the 120 on my Dremel tool. I did use this burr, but like I said, it removes a lot, and that's what I did this section with. There's a lot more material up here, and it created a little bit of a natural texture that I kind of like, but it did kind of remove that much quicker. So that's what I used there. And then I have also used hang on, let me grab my Dremel tool. I have used this burr that kind of just looks like almost stippling. It's like feels like a sandpaper. So I use that to round out these edges and to round out this lower section so it wasn't a hard edge. So now I'm going to swap that out, draw out my lines, and then get to retexturing the grip. So I will show you what it looks like when I got that done. This is what we got so far. So I did my lines, did my texturing, and then I just kind of knocked some of that off with some 100 grit. So I really need to go clean all of that really well. I did use a burr for that texturing, and it was this one here. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just kind of just tapped it. So I am not OCD. It doesn't have to be exact outline, and I didn't need very aggressive. I just need something that my hand will hold on to and it doesn't slip. And I need it to feel good in the hand. So anyway, I'm going to work on cleaning that up some and sanding it down and kind of get it looking nice and pretty. So I will work on that and we will continue this modification. I gave it a little bit of a sanding, and now I am going to hit it with my Dremel with the felt wheel on it. Kind of try to polish and buff it out. I do also have a buffing compound if I need to use it. Initially, I'm just going to use the wheel. So I do just have it on the 1. So let's see what this does. Alright guys, just going to show you where I'm at finished product wise. So I reshaped the grip and taking off that high swell, taking off that finger well, and then I did some stippling there with the Dremel. Went all the way around the back, the side, and then I did a little on the front. Right here is where I had to add and reinforce with some JB Weld, and then I repainted it with some flat black. And I also have grip tape, and so I'm going to add some grip tape on there as well. So let me get that done, get the grip tape on, and then I'll put the slide back on. We'll see how she looks. Alright guys, I got her finished. So I got the grip tape on the sides and the back, and I got the slide back on. I feel like for me that is a significant improvement to the original shape and grip that was on this thing. So if you're interested in reshaping or texturing your grip on your PSA Dagger, you know, this might be a method that could help you in that process. And if you got another way that you have gone about doing that on yours, you know, send me the link in the description box. Let me take a look, and you know, maybe I'll buy me another frame and get it done. But I feel like this has made a significant improvement on the comfort, and which in turn will tend to correlate to your shooting accuracy. So anyway, hopefully this has given you some ideas of what to do, or if you're considering reshaping the grip on your PSA Dagger. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.